I'm on mute. Okay. Now we have to start again. Make sure this is. Hi. Fancy meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. How are we? I just did the introduction while the mic was on mute, so hello again. How you going? Look, I have been trying to get a damn Veronica Bay video up for the last like 3 days, right? It has not been easy. And this thing here, she's having a bit of a rough time. Mm, yeah. Feeling a bit anxious and I don't know, a bit off. That's what I said the other day. It's just like it's just feels out of sorts. That's my perfect. Yeah, I'm just out of sorts. Anyway, on the way home from the when I did my big drive on Wednesday, big drive, 2 hours. Uh, I took that video down because I was concerned about, the safety. I know that I was safe, but I just didn't want to. I thought it was a bad move to put it out there. And thank you to somebody for saying it. Keep me accountable. This is not an echo chamber. If you disagree, that's fine. Disagreement is human. And anyway, so I did try to retape it yesterday, I think, but something was wrong with the mic. And then I tried to retape it last night and I fell asleep. I didn't I wasn't live, but I was streaming and that's like 15 minutes of me sleeping. One day I'll release it one day. Okay, so we're back on StreamYards and hopefully it's going to be good. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how we go. Oh, please like the video and this one. Thanks to new subscribers, g'day and welcome. So, if you are new, welcome. If you like it, just giving an old subby wubby. Thanks to the Clown Town. Woo! Love a bit of a Clown Town. And yeah, please like. All right, we're gonna watch the beginning of this Veronica Bay podcast. And she has her podcast, it's called The Veronica Bay Show. Now, if you're not sure who we're talking about, Veronica Bay was a top leader at Monate. She wasn't an SED, which is their top rank. She was the next one down. And she recently ditched Monate to go to iGenius, and she's been slinging crypto education since then. But she signed up with a friend of hers who is a trader, but I'm not sure if he's actually a trader. And he said in a Zoom famously that he made $60,000 in a day, and he wants you to make that at much as well. It's just not possible. Anyway, anyone who is a real investor wouldn't be doing it through an MLM unless they know that they're okay with ripping people off. Because the buy-in for iGenius, 2,500 minimum, because of these idiots who are only selling the elite package. Because with the elite package, they get more, they get the bonus, and that's more. Yeah. So my lips are really dry. When your lips are dry as mine, then it's Lunar Beauty time. Except this is actually Mugu, not Lunar Beauty. That's just Peter Mon's song. All right. Even that's it. I'm not a fan of citrusy smells, but this is pretty good. All right. Let's go. So Veronica started out as a broadcast journalist. Well, I think it was broadcast, but she studied journalism at university. She was on her college news team and did some articles and news reports, etc. And she had a few on her old YouTube channel, and she was representing fairly liberal values. She's not that way anymore. She's definitely in the Trump, camp for that. Now, this one here is called once I saw it, I'm like, oh yeah, we have to react to that, which is how to become a millionaire. Yeah, I think so. How to become a millionaire. And I'm like, oh damn, yeah, we have to watch that one because it already is starting with the arrogance. Now, I've watched it once and I've watched the beginning a few times, so I do apologize if I've thought of like more to say than I had before. I might also no, and I'm only doing half of this because I did the other half when I was at home. So around about 19 minutes is where I'll stop. Okay, let's do it. Let's go. Sorry. Okay, here we go.
Why is it? Is it because your spouse wants you to? Is it because your family puts pressure? Is it for society to showcase that you could do it too? Or is it for you? Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Veronica Bay Show. This topic came up out of random, but it was thanks to one of my followers and someone who emailed me. Literally yesterday, I got a question through email.
I love it. I got this because of random. Where's the settings? I just want to change my quick thingy. Oh, there. Hotkeys. That's what I want. Pause video, play pause. Oh, it's a 0. All right, don't worry. Like you're not worrying. Okay. Yeah. I think that she has some interesting turns of phrase because I think that she is English as an additional language or dialect. So I'm not going to give a crap about that.
Email asking, how did you become a millionaire? And this person wrote a very long email, which I wish I had more time to write out a novel and explain it. But I didn't, right? So I actually just gave him a brief answer, but then this question lingered in my mind. And I was also like, why haven't more people?
Why? Why didn't you have time to write a novel? I thought you had time freedom being in an MLM. What's happening? That's my hotkeys not working. Sorry. I'm gonna have to cut this friggin' thing. Sharing, broadcast, layouts, navigation. Never gonna get it, never gonna. P. Okay.
People asked me this. Like, if I had a friend who had become a millionaire before me, I would be just drilling them with questions on how. And it was so refreshing to have this guy ask me this.
That sounds really annoying. She's probably really annoying. Can you tell me how you made money, please? I just, I don't think it's that simple.
And since I didn't have the time to type out an email and answer it, I was like, I'm going to do it through my podcast. So today, all of you guys are going to learn about how I was able to make my first million, like what mindset it took. And I think that this is so important because
I love that. The mindset of making my first million. I was having a heart attack there because I didn't, I was looking on the screen and you'll see like under here, under this bit here, it's got like colored. And I thought that was her wallpaper and it just made her look funny. Oh God. Yeah, yeah. Mindset is the way to get money, isn't it?
so many people want to make it big. They want the success, but the approach is completely off. So, I mean, there is no right or wrong. Everyone's achieving things in different manners, but I'm going to share with you guys what has worked for me in becoming successful and in being successful. Because since I could recall, I just took incredible pride in doing the best that I could. And I feel like the $1 million was just a prize that came along the way. So, how to become a millionaire. So, number one here, I have stop thinking about how much money you want to make and instead focus on what kind of life you want to live. And vision is such a gift from God. God gave us this.
So you're telling me that all those people who are poor, living in their cars, still having a job, and they're just functionally homeless, they just need better vision. Is that what you're saying here? Because that's what it seems like. And if you are actually saying that and meaning it, then you're a pretty shitty person. But this we knew.
Imagination so we could create in our minds the things that we want to live out in this physical world. But some of us, we're not dreaming about the things that truly matter. We're just dreaming about the money, the car, the flex. That wasn't my mindset before, I made this million. My mindset, you guys, if you don't know my story, back in 2018, I was at my lowest low. I was working my dream job as a news reporter, but I was underpaid, overworked, overwhelmed, unhappy, slightly depressed. And I just remember at that point in my life creating this new vision. I was like, I physically cannot live for the rest of my life in these conditions because I wouldn't want to live. Like, I would have just wanted to
Oh,
kill
oh,
myself.
oh, oh. Sorry. Trigger warning. She was going to talk about unaliving. Yeah, okay. Um, Now I have a diagnosis of having depression. And, it's not like that, Veronica, where you're having a bad day and you feel like ending it all. No, it's not like that. I'm a very high functioning person I say that as I needed the last day, a few days off from anxiety. If you see me close my eyes like now, I'm tired, but I'm still doing this, okay? Because it has to get out. Yeah, she is so privileged. It's like, well, you did this, and now you want to do that. So she can experiment with this, that, and the other thing. She's got the money to, but most people don't.
Honestly, because I was so unhappy that it made no sense to live the rest of my life in that state.
And also, like, this is just the start of her career. Yeah, sometimes the person who is on the ground, well, the base level, they have to do the shit jobs. Getting the bus coffee, toilet cleaning, or something like that. I'm thinking of Rachel Hollis. It's just like, sweet old lady comes to clean my toilet. Comes to clean my toilets. Well, is she more than that, Rachel? But yeah, like, you have to start somewhere. And fact is, if you were to make it big as a young person, that's good too. Ah, ah, okay. My eyes are heavy. Ready? Go.
And that's when I created this new vision like, okay, Veronica, what kind of life would it take for you to be happy? And I realized I need time freedom. Like, I cannot show up to the same place 5 days a week at the same time with the same boss, same routine, same toxic behaviors, coworkers that are not a pleasure to work with. So in my mind, I was like, okay, time freedom. I want to be able
This sounds very immature that she just couldn't even make it work, you know? You're not always going to like who you work with. It's a sacrifice of being in a job where you do have to interact with other people, but I don't feel sorry for her.
to spend time with the people that I love. I want to make enough money where I'm not pinching pennies all the time. I want to be able to take myself out to dinners, not because, I just want to spend money, but because that's like self love for me, like being able to do nice things for myself.
Again, highly privileged point of view because most people couldn't afford to do that based on the statistics of network marketing success. There's a big gap here.
And I started creating this vision in my head. And I was like, okay, this is the life that I want. And then I started thinking, okay, what kind of person gets that life? That life that I was envisioning, it was a goal for me. It was something that is possible. And I knew it was because other people were living it. But now I had to act like the person that deserved that life, which is going to come up in some of my next bullet points. But the main take that I want you to take from this very first point is stop thinking about the $1,000,000. Before I made $1,000,000, the $1,000,000 wasn't like the highlight, right? The highlight was the freedom, the idea of being able to live a life that I love. So the intention was right. The intention was full forth. I want to build this for me. I want to build this so that I could love my life. And I want you guys to tap into that right now. Why is it that you want to succeed? Really, why is it? Is it because your spouse wants you to? Is it because your family puts pressure? Is it for society to showcase that you could do it too? Or is it for you?
I'll tell you why people want to succeed because it sucks to fail. That doesn't make any sense as a question. Why? Why do you want to succeed? No. I think you'll find most people do want to have success and longevity in their careers.
Because there are some people who would be completely fulfilled just living life in a routine of 9 to 5 every single day. They don't care to have money. They don't stress when they don't have money, but then they want to become these boss babes. And I'm just like, do you really want that? Or are you just doing that because you feel like you have to? And it's so important that we let our heart guide us throughout our lives. That's why it's important to listen to your desires, right? Because if not, we're just going to do things because we think that's the right thing to do, but you're never going to actually be able to attain those things because they're not in your life plan, because that's not what your heart truly wants. So the first thing is really just, what kind of life do you want to live? Why? What about that life will bring you joy? Get clear with that, because when it's clear in your mind, that's going to give you that fuel that you need day in and day out to work passionately, to not stop, to not give up.
I think I'm falling asleep again. I'm going to stop for a second, just have a look.